Welcome back to Hydroponics. We are out here in lovely Wisconsin, and a little overcast, but 70 degrees, perfect out, can't complain. Yeah, so I went on vacation for a week, and my plants are still doing fantastic. I got back from the week, and I was like, holy crap, what do these plants do? They grew above the tomato cages on here, which I was like, wow. Super impressed about that. Otherwise, yeah, they took care of themselves for the most part. I had somebody here watching the house and keeping track of this, just making sure the water was running and make sure there was water inside of the reservoir. They kept track of it fine. I didn't tell them to keep track of any nutrients or pH. I kind of just let that go, which I still have. And this is what they've been doing ever since. I came back from vacation. They were huge, which they are huge, even bigger now. They are above the top of the trellis. Right here's the top of it, and they are growing well beyond it. When I came back, I trimmed it. I trimmed some of the tops of the plants, which looks like I need to trim more because I can't reach them. This is as far as I can go. I don't have to get a ladder to trim these or even pick them. So the ones I trimmed were some of the ones down here. Like there was a spot I trimmed, that was a sucker. There was a bunch of other suckers growing off here. And for those of you who don't know what a tomato sucker is, it is when a tomato plant has little shoots coming out of a joint. So here's the stalk that goes up, the main stem, and then you got a little stalk that comes out, leaves or blossoms on it, and then you got the sucker right there in the middle. Cut those off. Those just suck nutrients and they don't actually produce fruit. So cut those off, and look at there, I got one starting right there in the middle. So you cut those off and your plant will be much more productive. The other thing I did was, top the plants so they can't grow up anymore. And then I also trimmed out some of the side and thinned it out a little bit so you could see the tomatoes, those nice big green tomatoes back there. And up there, little ones. We got more little ones around there. And we got more little ones in the far corner over here. There's little more ones over there. And we got more buds growing even. So it is working out fantastically. We got more buds right there. Buds right there. Yeah, it's growing ridiculously fast. It's growing ridiculously fast. It is just crazy. Look at all this brushing green. It's like a wall of trees or a wall of green. Let's take a peek inside here. See what we got going on. Look at those roots. Wow. Starting to fill the bucket here. Now remember, I leave the water on 24/7. It never shuts off, and I leave the air pump on 24/7. It never shuts off. Those run at a constant. Let's see what the next one's got here. Ooh, look what we got in there. Nice. Okay. My waterproofing method has been working for the bucket. It seems like they're staying nice and dry. I'm not getting any algae in the buckets whatsoever. Working out fantastically. My method worked. It was pretty cheap and quick. Bought Panda film, wrapped it around the bucket, duct taped the seam on here, duct taped it around here, duct taped it on the inside of the bucket to keep it in place so I could put the lids over it, and then duct taped the bottom to the bottom of the bucket, and that's all I did. And I just run in the pipe, of course. Yeah. One thing I did catch when I was before I went on vacation, I was double checking my thing over, is that the piping was leaking from here, which was bad, really bad. I was starting to drain. I think I was starting to decrease my water a fair amount. So the quick, simple fix, all I did was put duct tape, because I really don't want to glue these pipes together. Because what if I have to take them apart or rearrange something? I don't want to do that. It's just a waste. So I just put a piece of duct tape on here, stop the leak, boom, done. Now, there also was another leak that I didn't see, which, of course, I didn't seal this end either. This one with the end cap that was dripping right in the bottom of that, which makes perfect sense, but yeah. Let's go over here, back to my reservoir. I had 20 gallons in here to start with, like max 20 gallons, which is all the way up to that top black little line there. Each line is 5 gallons, remember? So we are down 5, 10, about 13 gallons. We have about 7 gallons left in here. Now this is after I added about 3 gallons in here. So yeah, that one day I came back, it was 2 days before I checked it. Checked it one day, came back in 2 days, and I think I was down about 6.5 gallons, which I was like, wow, sucked a lot of water that day. It was pretty hot though. It was like 80, 90 degrees, so it doesn't surprise me. Let's go over here to my little waterproof box and see what we're up to. Make sure this is all holding out great. There's water on top, of course, but when you go in here, it's nice and dry and waterproof. Pump's been running great, surge strip's running great, water pump keeps going, no problem. Can't complain. Only complaint I do have that I don't really exactly know how to fix. You got any ideas, let me know. So what I did to keep the sun out here was wrap foil tape, or wrap reflective foil around here. It's actually in the insulation area if you go to a home store, but it's like bubble wrapped coated foil, or foil coated bubble wrap, sorry. Then I took foil tape and wrapped it around here to like seal it in place, which is for venting. And well, foil tape isn't exactly waterproof, and it's not like duct tape. It kind of sticks to things, but it has to be dry. So what it's starting to do is starting to peel off over here, which is kind of a problem. And it's really not that big of a deal. It's plastic, it's waterproof, doesn't matter. It's staying on over here, which I can't complain. It's working out. My use is being carried out by it. It's keeping the heat off of here. It's keeping it nice and cool. It's working. Next year I might think of a better idea how to do this. So not completely sure, but keeping a light colored outside is a great idea. It keeps the heat way down, you wouldn't believe. Or bury your reservoir completely in the ground, which I didn't want to do because I have to dig like a 4-foot hole. Water temp are at 73 degrees. Not bad. It hasn't been really hot though. It hasn't even really been sunny today, to be honest. So that's working out perfectly. Let's check out the back here. We even got tomatoes hanging out the back that I forgot to stuff in the tomato cages. Ooh, look at that one. Wow, look at those tomatoes. Things are huge. Think I'll hit the 1 pound tomato mark? I don't know. We'll see. Well, anyways, we got tomatoes dangling off the back here. I didn't want to trim them because they had blossoms and they had tomatoes on them. So I just left them. I should probably get some strings though and tie them up before they start like breaking and falling off and stuff. We got one here, we got one there, we got another one over there falling down. Here's a back view of those tomatoes. We got some tomatoes there and a whole bunch of tomatoes up there. Yeah, everything's working out great, no leaks. Dripper system works perfectly. Yeah, so this is how it's been going for me. Working out fantastic. Next year, the only thing I do, like I said in the other video, was use different nutrients, hopefully get better results, and push a little more nutrients into the system, and maybe have a bigger system or growing other things besides tomatoes. Maybe try indeterminate tomatoes, have a little vine that goes higher. I don't know what's to come. I don't know what to come next, so I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, that's about all I got. Hey, thanks to you guys that are watching and commenting. It is really appreciated. I've been going to my hydroponics store a lot. I've been talking to the owner, and I actually just got a job there, so I'm helping him launch a new website and get that all situated. So I'm super pumped about that. Working a lot of hours though. I work at a machine shop right now, and I'm also helping the hydroponic guy out, or the hydroponic store owner out, and getting that all thought out. I still love it though. I wouldn't change it. Fantastic. Yeah, let me know if you guys got any questions or tips, especially on how to tape that thing down. Not exactly sure how to do, because I use duct tape. It's black. I mean, it'll get a little heat. I don't know, so not too much. I don't know, just an idea. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you guys want to see any more footage, or I don't know, let me know any more details or anything. So over and out.